Happy Sunday fun day, everyone. We're coming to you from the suburbs of Austin, where it's been a week of frustration for the Albuquerque Isotopes. They've dealt with scorching hot temperatures every day and no victories at night. But this evening, they'll try to end the week on a positive note as we play the finale of this 6-game series against the Round Rock Express here in the AAA Pacific Coast League. Hi again, everyone. Josh Suchon with you here from Dell Diamond. Isaiah Johnson is our studio engineer. It's splendid to have you join us, wherever and however you might be listening on this Sunday night. This is the Southwest Copy Systems pregame show. With over 40 years of experience in New Mexico, Southwest Copy Systems is the largest local office technology and solutions provider in the state. Well, in the chase for the final playoff spot in the PCL, the Isotopes keep falling further behind, but remain within striking distance. It's once again a three-way tie between Las Vegas, Oklahoma City, and Tacoma at the top of the second half standings. After winning the first 5 games of this series, Round Rock is now 2 games back in second place. Reno is 3 games off the pace. Albuquerque sits 4 back, and El Paso is 5 out. Including tonight, we have 37 games left in the season, so plenty of time to still turn it around. Albuquerque is the AAA affiliate of the Colorado Rockies. The Isotopes enjoyed having Rockies icon Charlie Blackmon on a rehab assignment last night. Blackmon played all 9 innings in right field and made 2 excellent running catches. Offensively, Blackmon had 2 hits, including an RBI double. Blackmon remains in the Isotopes lineup tonight. Round Rock is the Texas Rangers AAA affiliate. The Express found another way to win yesterday, scoring 6 runs in the bottom of the 8th inning, turning a 7-4 deficit into a 10-7 lead en route to the victory. The Express rally was all singles and walks plus 2 wild pitches. On the mound this evening, lefty Josh Rogers starts for Albuquerque, and we're expecting to see Noah Davis pitch in relief. Davis has been sidelined about a month due to a finger issue. Round Rock gives the starting assignment to Yuri Rodriguez. He's normally a relief pitcher. This will be a Johnny Allstaff bullpen game for the Express. We are just getting started here on the Southwest Copy Systems pregame show. After a quick break, we'll return, and our guest is Charlie Blackmon, the Rockies superstar. We'll ask him how the body responded to last night's game, and we'll go down memory lane with him, reflecting on the early stages of his professional baseball career. Charlie Blackmon is next on the Albuquerque Isotopes Multimedia Network. Tonight here from Dell Diamond, it's the conclusion of this 6-game series. Albuquerque Isotopes taking on the Round Rock Express. It's time now for the Outback Steakhouse pregame interview, and we're joined now by Charlie Blackmon, the Rockies star, who's day 2 of his rehab assignment with the Isotopes. Let's start with yesterday, Charlie. It was really, really hot, over 100 degrees. You got a chance to run in, run out. You played 9 innings in the outfield. How'd just the game action and conditioning feel?
I haven't played any games. I've been working out, I've been hitting, I've been doing baseball activities, but it's really hard to replicate 9 innings of baseball, and even at that, I was really happy to be coming here, knowing that it would be warm and I wouldn't have to worry about getting loose. But I didn't really expect 107 and then having the moisture be a problem like it was. Like sweating through your batting gloves and through your socks, and I mean it was something I haven't had to deal with in a while.
How did the timing on the swing feel? How did the hand feel?
Hand feels good, and the at-bats went better than I thought. It's always hard to make that jump from batting practice or even velocity machine into a game situation, like in competition, facing a live arm who's trying to get you out. That's a difficult jump, and I was able to put the ball in play a few times yesterday and felt better than I thought I would.
When a lot of guys are on rehab assignments, they say, there's different boxes I want to check in order to let me know that I'm ready physically, mentally, and all that kind of stuff. How many more boxes do you feel like you need to check before you're ready to get back to the major leagues?
I think playing 2 days in a row is something I need to do, right? So here I am, feeling pretty good after the first day. I'll be able to play again tonight. Made a few plays in the outfield yesterday, right? A few reads, and I felt like my instincts were pretty sharp. I felt like my routes weren't bad. And then in the box, I felt comfortable, right? I think it's hard to put a number of at-bats on what it takes to get ready, but I really just want to get in there, feel comfortable, feel like I'm in control of the at-bat. I felt like my zone was pretty good, where where my eyes were telling me the ball was pretty accurate in terms of balls and strikes. So I feel comfortable, and a few more at bats tonight, and I think I'll be pretty competitive.
This is the Outback Steakhouse pregame interview. We're visiting with Charlie Blackmon. Well, speaking of your eyes, I was disappointed you did not challenge a ball or a strike last night. I mean, how eager were you just to kind of see how this plays out and whether you're going to challenge something last night or tonight?
I was super interested in it, and I asked all the rules and how it works, and then sure enough, my first at bat, I started to. I don't know if you. Yeah. It was I stepped back and started to put my hand up, and I was pretty sure that it was a ball that he had called a strike, and. But at the same time, I know you only get 3 of them, and it was that would have only been strike 1, and it was the first inning. Anyway, I just didn't trust myself. I was it's I'm pretty sure that pitch was a ball, but I don't want to burn a challenge for the guys in the 9th inning when we might need it. So I opted not to challenge it, and sure enough, I was right. And then even my second at bat, I think there was a pitch that was closer. It was, we'll call it borderline, but I thought it was a ball, and I considered challenging it, and then decided not to again. In the case that I was wrong, and sure enough, I was right again. So at that point, I decided I was going to challenge anything else the rest of the game, but the umpire did a good job after that.
When you reflect on your minor league career coming up, it's one of my favorite topics to ask guys when they're on their rehab assignment. You started at age 21, it's 2008, Tri-City, you're a second-round pick out of Georgia Tech. What was your level of confidence in what you thought you could do and what you wanted to do playing professional baseball?
I thought I was really good until I showed up my first day of pro ball and couldn't hit the ball to the infield, and saw how big and physical and strong everybody else was, and then I started to have some doubts, and I didn't realize how well the game was played at the upper levels, and until you're there and experience it. Even watching it in the stands, sometimes it's hard to give it the credit it deserves until you're really in there trying to do it and appreciating the talent at the upper levels.
When you were a minor leaguer, was there a major leaguer who came down on a rehab assignment and you just wanted to watch them and study them and see what it takes to prepare to be a big leaguer or what it means to be a big leaguer?
I remember playing here in Round Rock, and I'm pretty sure it was here that Josh Hamilton came down and hit a ball about 800 feet, and I thought that all big leaguers hit balls like that, and that's not the case. And I do remember seeing Tulo come down when I was in AA and rehab a little bit, and it was always really interesting. I just thought it was really cool to see big leaguers taken out of their normal everyday competition and drop them into the minor league setting and see how it goes.
Final question. With that in mind, I know it's very brief that you're with us, but in terms of just having those conversations or knowing that guys are watching you and wanting to lead by example, do you consciously think about what impact I can have when you're around the Isotopes?
Ultimately I'm here to get ready to play, but at the same time, I remember what it was like when I was here, and I've had a lot of conversations with some of the guys, and I spent some time with Shard last night talking about hitting, and we're gonna have a bit of a hitting meeting right now, and maybe we'll get some questions, and hopefully some of the guys might be able to pick up something, right? Hopefully I can help them in some way while I'm here, and so I'm really excited to connect with the guys, and a lot of these guys I haven't seen since spring training, so I'm happy to be here.
All right, Charlie, we're happy to have you. Get healthy, or healthier, and go get back to Denver. Thanks so much for your time.
Thank you.
Once again, that is Charlie Blackmon, and guests on the Isotopes pregame show receive a gift card from Outback Steakhouse. At Outback, we're grilling up a whole new menu with the things that we do best, like our boldly seasoned steaks. Come in for your favorites or be adventurous and try something completely new. Tonight, let's laugh together over a great meal. Tonight, let's Outback. No rules, just right. Time for our next break. When we come back, we'll let you know how the Rockies did in Los Angeles today, plus the starting lineups here in Round Rock. This is the Albuquerque Isotopes Multimedia Network. The Sunday Fun Day edition of the Southwest Copy Systems pregame show continues from deep in the heart of Texas. Time for the Rockies organization report presented by New Mexico Orthopedics. They have 30 of the area's top orthopedic experts, physical and occupational therapists. New Mexico Orthopedics is the largest physician-owned ortho practice in the state. If you need an appointment, visit their website, nmortho.com. Earlier today in L.A., Dodgers completed a 4-game sweep over the Rockies with an 8-3 victory. Rockies went 3-7 on their 10-game road trip. They'll fly home tonight to Denver. No rest after their 3-city road trip. They've got the Diamondbacks in town for 3 games starting tomorrow, then finally a day off on Thursday. A couple of roster moves for the Isotopes. Noah Davis has been activated from the injured list. He's actually going to be the starting pitcher tonight, and left-hander Fernando Abad placed on the development list. Here are the starting lineups for tonight's game. We start with the visiting Albuquerque Isotopes, as announced by manager Pedro Lopez. Winton Bernard will lead it off. He's had another good week, and he'll be in center field. Charlie Blackmon, you just heard from him. He'll bat second. He's the designated hitter. Sean Bouchard back into the lineup. He's in left field hitting third. Coco Montes cleans up. He'll play at second base. Batting fifth, doing the catching for the first time since joining the Isotopes, is Hunter Goodman. Goodman previously had either been a first baseman or DH. Aaron Shunk hits sixth. He's at third base. Batting seventh, playing in right field, is Roman Quinn. Jonathan Morales at first base hits eighth. Batting ninth, playing at shortstop, is Connor Kaiser. And the starting pitcher for the Isotopes is right-hander Noah Davis. For the Round Rock Express, their manager is Doug Davis. They'll line up this way. Elier Hernandez roams in center field and leads off. Justin Foscue hits second and plays second base. Then it's Davis Wenzel hitting third. He's the shortstop. Blaine Krim cleans up for the 6th consecutive game. He'll be at first base. Batting fifth, playing in left field, is Dustin Harris. Sandro Fabian hits sixth. He'll be in right field. The designated hitter is Kevin Plawecki. He bats seventh. Hitting eighth, doing the catching, Jordan Precision. And then batting ninth is the third baseman, Dio Arias. The starting pitcher for Round Rock is right-hander Yuri Rodriguez. The umpires for tonight's game are brought to you by Precision Eye Center, where each person leaves our care seeing their world as clear as possible. We truly are a sight for sore eyes. Please visit PrecisionEyeCenter.com for more information. Jen Powell has the plate. It's a 4-person umpiring crew. Paul Clemens, he is a roving umpire, goes back and forth between the majors and the minors. Clemens has been with us for 4 straight days. Clemens will be at first. Crew chief Jonathan Parra is at second. Austin Jones is the umpire at third base. Tonight we're using the challenge system. That's one of the topics that we had with Charlie Blackmon in the previous segment. Works like this. The home plate umpire tonight, that's Jen Powell. She'll call balls and strikes. And then the pitcher, catcher, or batter can challenge. If you do challenge, we go to the automatic ball strike system to determine whether the call should have been a ball or a strike. If the player gets it right, then you retain the challenge. If you are incorrect, then you lose the challenge. You only get 3 incorrect challenges. We've actually had very few challenges so far this weekend. Yesterday, the Isotopes were 2 for 3. Round Rock didn't challenge any. In Friday's game, the Isotopes were 1 for 2, and Round Rock was 0 for 3. Back on June 9th, Jen Powell had the plate on the challenge system. There was 9 challenges against her, and 6 of them were won by players. As for the standings in the Pacific Coast League, it's a 3-way tie for first place. Las Vegas and Tacoma and first-half champion Oklahoma City. Then Round Rock is 2 games out, having won 5 in a row. Reno 3 games back. Albuquerque with a 7-game losing streak is 4 games back. And then it's El Paso at 5 games off the pace. El Paso will be the next opponent for the Isotopes. We conclude the series tonight here in Round Rock. We'll fly home to Albuquerque tomorrow morning. And then we'll start a 6-game series against El Paso. That's the Padres affiliate tomorrow. Hope you can make plans to come join us for that series at home. We are down to 3 homestands left. 3 series, each of them a 6-game set, so just 18 home games left. For Friday's game, we'll have a Raglan t-shirt giveaway. That's for the first 3,000 fans. It's presented by Rio Grande Credit Union. Saturday, post-game fireworks. That's presented by New Mexico Mutual. And then 1 week from today, we'll have the Jordan Pacheco bobblehead giveaway, and that is presented by Pepsi. Isotopes trying to avoid getting swept in a 6-game series. Now, this format of a 6-game series began in 2021, so this is the 3rd year. We're about, 2 3/4 years into this new format. And in that time, in our league, this is only for our league, in the Pacific Coast League, there has been 8 times that there has been a sweep of a 6-game series. Isotopes are on the winning end of a sweep once, last year at home against Salt Lake. They've been on the losing end of a sweep once. That was earlier this year at Reno. Also earlier this year at Salt Lake, the Isotopes were on the verge of a 6-game sweep, but they won the finale of that one. So today, the third time they go into the finale of a series, needing a victory to avoid getting swept. And again, overall, 8 times in the Pacific Coast League, there has been a 6-game sweep. Round Rock, the Express, have actually been swept twice this year, which is pretty crazy because their overall record is 65-47. They are 18 games above 500, but there's been 2 times this year that they have been swept. They got swept at home by Oklahoma City, and just a couple of weeks ago, they got swept at El Paso. So again, they've had 2 different times they've been swept in a 6-game series, yet they are still 18 games above 500 overall for the season. Round Rock's been all over the place. They've had 2 different 7-game winning streaks. They've had 3 different 4-game winning streaks. They're currently on a 5-game winning streak, but they've also had a 10-game losing streak and a 7-game losing streak. They have definitely been up and down, but overall, they've been up. All right, so that'll wrap up the Southwest Copy Systems pregame show. When we come back, we'll play the finale of this 6-game series. It is the 39th game out of 75 in the second half of the season. Overall, game number 114 out of 150. It's Albuquerque in the purple uniforms. It is Round Rock in the powder blue uniforms. Rockies affiliate at Rangers affiliate. Pitching matchup, Noah Davis versus Yuri Rodriguez, and all the action from Dale Diamond when we come back. This is the Albuquerque Isotopes Multimedia Network.